Untold Cook. Welcome to my ever-continuing blog, music blog. I started to play piano when I was 7 years old. Did my usual gradings, grade 1 and what have you. Went to school, secondary school, and I learnt the French horn, the euphonium, the trumpet. Played in the school orchestra, performed in school productions, singing and dancing, so I had quite a varied introduction to the arts from a very early age. I got into the drums when I was 13, after my uncle, who played in the local Salvation Army, gave me a drum kit, a black drum kit. So when I was 13 I started to learn drums. By the time I was 21 I'd formed the band Sade and had drummed on the album Diamond Life and helped create all the songs on Diamond Life. Now today I want to talk to you about production, because production was a very important aspect of music for me, a baptism of fire if you like, in regards to working with Robin Miller on the Diamond Life album, the first time I'd ever worked with a major producer. Since then I've worked with some producers like Mark Bedford from Madness when I was on the Zarjazz label with my band Esposito, and I came into contact with producers in New York, hip-hop producers. Major record company producer was with Robin Miller. Now in regards to that situation, it was a very tense situation for me, because I was going to the studio from the point of view of always being in a band, always playing live, and suddenly having to work to a click, work with a producer who had an idea of what he wanted to accomplish with the band and where he wanted the product to be for the record company. So I was at loggerheads all the way throughout the process, especially due to the fact that I had a very feel style to my drumming, very, if you like, flowery, jazzy feel style, and Robin wanted a very metronomic, on the beat style in some respects, and this continued throughout the rest of the Sade albums really. Given that I had the right, if you like, to produce that album, which I didn't, I was only a very young 21-year-old drummer, I would have produced it in a different way. And I think, given the fact that Miss Adu, the singer, had the power to work with the producer and direct it how she wanted to work with the album, then again I was up against it in regards to retaining that original band, the band feel. But I want to talk to you just very briefly. I've got 10 minutes on YouTube to talk to you about the recording of the album Diamond Life. Now, essentially we arrived at the studios with the songs intact. We'd spent a good year working on those songs in Solid Light Studios in Camden. And we've been playing live, Ronnie Scott, we've been playing in Birmingham, Leeds, we've literally, toured up and down the country. We played New York with the same set, so that set was pretty damn tight. Smooth Operator was established. It was a song by Ray St. John in Pride, and the original Sade band that I was in created the backing track, the backing music, and the singer merely just sang the top line, which was already created by Ray St. John. So she had little or no part in writing that song. It was a band collaboration. The top line was provided by Ray St. John, who quite rightly got a credit. But anyway, I'm not talking about copyright. I've talked a lot about copyright in the past. I'm just talking about the production process. So essentially we went into the studio. The first job was for me to play to a click. So I had to put all my drum parts down as per that original set. Songs included Cherry Pie, Smooth Operator, Mr. Wrong, When Am I Going to Make a Living, Spirit, you name it, I played it. Essentially myself and Robin Miller clashed straight off. I wasn't used to playing with a click. I objected to playing to a click. I had very much my own ideas in regards to what I wanted to achieve with the drums, and needless to say, he wouldn't allow me to achieve what I'd already created. So I was more or less directed to order by Mr. Miller, and we got into many disagreements and arguments when I was putting my drum kit down. Hence the reboot by and the libel by Mr. Miller in Sound on Sound magazine, where Mr. Miller suggested that he had to suggest that I was removed from the group because I would hold the group back. Needless to say, the actual truth in the matter was the fact that I had my own ideas. I was coming from a band point of view. I wasn't prepared to follow the metronomic lines that he wanted me to deliver, and we fought to a compromise. You will find that some of the early stuff still has my ident and my motive in it, yet recently, I think Smooth Operator on the Best of Sade, my drums have been removed, and we've got this horrible, commercial, loud, metronomic drum beat, which is not my responsibility. That's the responsibility of the producers and the singer who changed that in 2001.